Hello guys, this is Gubit and I'll show you how to link an external CSS file in HTML. So first of all, we have to create a file with a CSS extension and another one with an HTML extension. So just right click, then click on new text document. Then let's rename the file my style. Then add an extension .css, then delete the .txt extension, then save the file. Then we do it again. We need to create an HTML file. Just right click new text document, then give it a name with an HTML extension. Let's just give it a name my web .html. So we want to do some external styling. So we'll be using this separate style sheet to style the elements stored in this HTML file. So let's open these files in Sublime Text Editor. So just open Sublime, drag and drop each and every one of those files in Sublime. So this first one, the HTML file, we imported that one. Drag and drop this CSS file again. So as you can see, these files, they are empty. We have to create some elements. So let's start by creating a normal HTML file. Let's give it a title, say CSS. Right. Inside the board, let's just create a button by simply opening the button tag and then subsequent close of that tag. Right. So let's give the button a name. So let's just write home. Let's just type home, and here is our button, our home button. Let's click save and just press Ctrl S, and let's view the output. Here is our button. So now we need to do some styling. So you need to note that this we have three types of styling. We have inline styling, external styling, and internal styling. Inline styling, it is done on individual elements, something like a button. You can place some styles here inside the opening tag of the element. You can, okay, with internal styling, we just have to do some styling inside the head tag with but there will be no an external CSS file, and that is true with external styling. You just need to include an external CSS file, and the link to this file is stored inside the head tags. So guys, we just created a button called home, right? So let's navigate to .css file and create some styling. So you need to know that in this CSS file, you don't need to include opening and closing HTML code, right? So let's just because we've created a button, we need to reference this button inside our CSS file. So let's just type button inside my style.css. We type button, then we type opening and closing curly braces. What do you want to say about the button? Okay, let's say color. I want to set the color of the button to red. Then you need to make sure that after the attribute, and here we are not setting color is equal, so we're just setting color, then this colon, then we type red. Right, after red we put a semicolon. Right, so the color, this refers to the font of the button. It will be set to red. Right, so we have to, okay, we can set some additional attributes. We can even set the position of the button. As you have seen, our button is located somewhere here, which is the top left corner of the page, the top leftmost corner of the page, right? So we might even want to move it somewhere, either to the center or even somewhere. So we specify this attribute, which is position. Position, we just type absolute position. Sorry, absolute. Just click enter. With absolute, you have to specify where you want your element to exactly to be read. So you can specify the distance from the top. Let's just type 70 px. Yeah, you need to know that you can't just type 70. Once you just type 70 without px, this, of course, you not get an error, but the code will not compile as required. As you want, it will not compile like that. So we need to specify the last one, which is left, which specifies the distance from the left right from the left of the page, right? So let's just specify 50 pixels again. So we need to save this file, Control plus S. After that, we need to, so this HTML file, this CSS file, we just need to reference it inside the head tag of the HTML file, right? This CSS styling, okay, remember this is located in a separate file, right? So this separate file, we need to reference it in this HTML file. So inside the opening and closing head tags, you just type link, type this less than sign, then link, right? After the link, as you can see with the auto suggesting feature, link rel style sheet, then type text slash css, then href. We need to type the name of the full name of the css file with its extension. So we just type my style.css, which is this one. So remember, you don't need to specify the full path just because these files are located in the same folder, right? So we just need to type this my style.css, which is just a full name with its extension. So link rel style sheet, type is called text slash css. Sometimes this one is not even necessary for some text editors, usually the Notepad. Yeah, that old version of Notepad. This one, sometimes you don't need to specify this, right? So in here we just need to put the name of the file, the CSS file, which is my style.css. Then we have to save, we have to save. So after we've saved, let's go to our browser. Let's just refresh. As you can see, the position of the button is just changed with 70 pixels from the top and 50 pixels from the left, and the text of the button is now changed to red. Thank you guys.